Hello my friends and welcome back to King's Bounty. It's episode 9. And I just wanted to say, I've really grown to like this game. But it's very different from, it's very difficult from your usual turn-based strategy game. Because there's so much about this game that is about exploiting each and every battle for absolutely everything you can possibly extract from it. So there are a couple of enemies here. Let's just avoid this ship because that's bad news. Oh, what a pain. They wander around, and it takes a long time for that one to actually circle around the whole island, so, anyway. There are certain units, by the way, that are more powerful at night than they are during the day. The robots are actually one of them because they are considered to be eyeless, so they do not require light to see. Anyway, there's an accuracy penalty, I think. Or something along those lines. Anyway, going back to what I was saying. So, there are two enemies here which I know that I can take. And it's all about... You know, it's all about planning your attack and... Basically, I describe this game as being a bit like an onion. In that... You're peeling the onion. Or trying to find weaknesses in the onion to get at the layers underneath. And you're repeating this process over and over again to try and maximize your advantage over each and every fight. And then you're going in to really not just win the fight, but farm the fight as much as possible. So here's a trick. Now, I know I can beat the Griffin, but I can grab this item first before I fight it, which is +1 intellect, which is huge. And the funny part is, so if I look at my hero, quickly, before the Griffin hits me, it says here that each point increases damage by 5%, so 5% is great, that's, you know, that's nice. But every 7 points increases by an additional 15%. So we can walk into this battle now with an extra 20% damage on our spells. And it just made me think that this is some of the many clever things that you can do in this game that's actually really cool about it. Is I can get a 20% advantage over this fight if I just approach the fight in a slightly different way. You know, as well as it being all about stealing everything that you can get your hands on before each individual fight. House Gryffindor! It's a shame my traps aren't better. This has got a total health of 440. And my traps do 175 to 260 now, so that intelligence point has helped me quite a bit. But you'll see here that even at maximum damage, 105 plus 260 is 365, which is not enough to kill them outright in one blast. Of course, I do have a flaming arrow, which I can also use. There are some archers here, and I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't quite get the archer to come close enough where I can drag his sorry ass screaming into a pit trap. Right, anyway. I do need to kill this Griffin because it's going to be a pain in my ass otherwise. Shame I didn't burn him, actually. That would have been nice to have the burn bonus. This chest, you'll never get it because the Marauder will take it straight away. I'm just thinking as to whether I can actually get a trap kill there if I take my time. The wolf! Oh, it's a werewolf, that's why. I forgot about that. I was going to say, the wolf stole the treasure like a human would. No, it's a werewolf, so, yeah. It's basically like a human. So what we can do is we can drag this into a pit trap later. That wolf is really annoying. Fire! Okay. Oh, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can totally grab the archer. Doesn't make sense to do it this turn, actually. Makes sense to do it next turn. I can drag him into the local pit trap. Hallelujah! For some reason, griffins can summon a heavenly guard, which is actually really weak and can be just brutally put down. Come on! I've got a pit with your name on it. Wrecked. Ooh. Sucks to be you, wolf. I don't think spiritual enemies, and I mean like ones that are summoned in, count for kills. I'm not 100% sure on that though. Zap. Okay, next round. The wolf is coming. 7 health, which is 373. I am not about to get him with a pit trap at this time. You know what I could do? I could roll for burn on all of them with a fireball. Doesn't work out better in the long run, though. Since one of our awards is simply how many fire spells we've cast. Burn him! Yes! Exulente. Bzz. Alright, the werewolves turned back into their human form. Which doesn't really make much of a difference. Since I will still be able to drag them kicking and screaming uncompromisingly to their death. Fire! So we just keep weakening the archer. That's the guy that we'll leave alive till the end, so we can make any repairs that we need to make in good time. Whoa. 2, and the enemy will counterattack. Well, he is about to be dragged, kicking and screaming into a world of hurt. But before he is, let's push these boys back, since we have plenty of rage. Between being immolated and being constantly attacked, he's already lost significant strength. Come over here. I have a pit trap, your name on it. I love this droid, it's so good for this. So, I was just thinking whether I should actually heal it right now. Or just wait until it burns a little bit more. Obviously, I have to be careful that it doesn't get hit by the Marauder. A lot of these battles, they have one stack that's really deadly. Like one stack that's super mega full of dudes. It could be anything. I mean, it could be peasants. But when there's hundreds of them, they're dangerous. It's as simple as that. I can get, with my mana, I can get 2 fireballs, but I could also get 2 poison skulls. Which might actually be a better deal. If I want to guarantee, if I want to get the poisoning thing. Obviously, Fire Mage only works for fire spells. But this dude is already on fire anyway, so I cannot burn him again. Oh, that was a big hit. Did not get poison on him though. What's his movement? 2. So he's slow. Let's find out where the treasure is. Okay. I could realistically grab that next turn. Not worth bringing it out this turn because humans, they like treasure. He can only move 2 spaces. He hasn't got sprint, has he? Ah, he does have that. That will allow him to hit slightly further. Not because his tree stump's in the way, he can't hit this one, but he could hit this one. Fire! How much health have I got left? 1, 2. Hits across an empty cell. Hang on. I think I'd rather be at an awkward angle with this unit, just in case I've misunderstood how his move works. Burn 'em, boys! Alright, cool. I really need to increase the amount of rage I can hold so I can use some of my better abilities. The mage has real trouble generating rage, which, as well as rhyming, kind of means that it's not actually the best spellcaster since the introduction of this, of the dragon. It's just gold. I could totally get a trap kill here if I wished by manhandling the archer, but we're going to leave him alive. Oh, I didn't flame him. That's unfortunate. Ugh, I've left this unit in an awkward spot. I think he can actually hit me no matter where I go. Potentially. I've made an error. One, two, can't hit. Can't hit on the second. Here is the right place. And defense mode. Yeah, I knew he'd be able to get me. That's okay. Let's push this guy along. So, yeah, it's really interesting to me how this game rewards so much, at least this campaign. Really rewards the exploitation of alright. I can just do some real harm to this guy. The exploitation of the battles, of the mechanics for like as much resources as you can possibly get your hands on. Which, I guess, a lot of people early on, they use Inquisitors to generate rage, and then, happily cheese their way to victory. Alright, it's time to kill this boy. Remember, we leave the archer alive because he is not likely to be counterattacked. And that means that he stays alive for us to constantly deal damage to. Let's ruin this boy's defense. Noting in the spellbook, of course, we are out of mana, but we could theoretically cast other spells. I have like 5 copies of Stone Skin, for example. It does feel like a little bit of a waste to just use them for the purposes of, you know, there's this thing about using Stone Skins within the first, the first 9 rounds of combat or whatever, first 10 rounds of combat, for a little bit of extra crit chance. So some of the things that you can do are not worth it. I mean, when you get the opportunity to cast 2 spells at the same time, that's when these little spells, I guess you want to, I guess I want to call them cantrips. That's when they're going to really come in handy. Especially in some sort of tight fight where I really need every little advantage I can get my hand on. Like these Call of Nature scrolls strike me as actually being really good. 405 leadership of anything is actually kind of useful. Especially when you don't have to worry about its survival. And you can just throw it away. Get some. And I'll keep this boy's heel in my pocket. Fire! What I'll do is I'll push this guy up, so he's more stuck behind the guard droid. The guard droid will likely take a casualty here, but I have a repair on standby to fix it, so that's not a big deal. Fire! Womp womp. Wow, I knew that was going to happen. But definitely not the biggest deal. Droid is now more than capable of fighting this guy on his terms. Fire! 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 I could have used my poison scroll actually to get a free poisoning here, but I figure I want to actually keep it for perhaps some potential future dangerous situation. Get over here. Get wrecked. Alright, I think we're clear now to make repairs. I wonder how long it is until that guy's repair is ready, actually. 28 health. Might realistically expect him to lose a unit here. Just wait a second. How long is that? 1 turn. Four damage. That's as much as the archer can do. Okay. It's fine. Repair away. These droids are so fun. I wonder if there's any other robotic units in the game. I'm not actually, I don't know this game inside and out. It's been an experience for me too. Although, obviously I've got plenty of experience with Heroes of Might and Magic, but I don't remember off the top of my head robotic enemies. Right, let's finish the job. Yes! Sweet victory! So, oh man, there's like a level 8 hero in there with 70 mana. There are a lot of really nasty heroes around which you best avoid. So yeah, if you look under here now, we got some more oil mist kills here and some more trap kills and so on. Where are we? Here we go. So 21 out of 30, and I think it's 2 fights I missed getting without losses. It was either 2 or 3. So we're inching ever closer to that 500 leadership, and that is... I can't imagine that not being huge, unless we suddenly start really ramping up. Of course, every level really matters. And so, of course, going back to my earlier point, so now we've done this bit, but I'm pretty sure that you were meant to kill this other dude first. This dude here, the Sea Dogs dude. I think you were meant to kill him first. But you can actually set yourself up for a really nice advantage. I'm waiting for my mana to recharge. The thing I like least about this game. I think if you're a mage, they should just recharge your mana for free, because You're just gonna sit there until it comes back. And why would you ever not go in? Why would you go into a battle without full mana ever? It doesn't make any sense. This troop here is probably quite beatable as well. Royal thorns are plants, and plants are weak to fire, so you can you can burninate that guy's village. And beholders are weak to the guard droid, who can use their shiny light move to blind them, which prevents them from doing anything. Blind enemies are effectively paralyzed. They can't do anything to you. Alright, our mana is restored. And we can continue our glorious quest. Oh! There's a chest! I did not notice it, but now I have. Makes you wonder if there's like one over here or whatever. Alright, let's get him. Sea dogs! 4 in stacks. They also all burn their run ability to get into your face, which doesn't necessarily help them too much. Of course, what you can do is set a pit trap to waste their turns. That's the thing about pit traps that you need to remember, is they actually take... If an enemy stands on them, their turn is just over. If I grab him, how much damage? 3 to 4. Also makes you wonder if it's a good idea to just go in for the burnination straight away. Oh, nice! We set him on fire. I think I want to be here. And shielded. They've only actually got innately a speed of 2, so they're not actually that fast. Don't forget they can't strike on their second on the second tile. You can't hit. You need an action point. Burn! Burn, baby, burn. Pirate Inferno. Oof, that pit trap hurt him. Right, so... Well, this one's already on fire, so... Ah, I did not. I did not manage to successfully burninate the boys' village. Okay, we'll wait. Should we wait? No, let's not wait. with 2 movement. If I move here, he can't hit me, but I can't shoot this turn. If I move here, no one can hit me and I can shoot, so... Nice! And the fire continues to burn in that guy's hut. We're just trying to fool the AI into making the wrong movement. Right, cool, now I can break free of this encirclement. With 8 health, 308. Can I potentially get him in a pit trap? In a pit trap, in a pit trap with trap pits? Sorry. That one's already on fire. That one's quite badly hurt. Ah. I'm not getting my immolations today. Fire! Alright, I can feel a pit trapping coming on. Oh, he dodged. That guy's still burning. Move here. This is such a thinking man's game, definitely. Pit trap here. And drag this boy right on into it. Oh! And another pirate was wiped from the high seas. Arrgh. It was a dark and terrible time. The metal men, they came from nowhere. Led by a lass with the weeest clothes you'd ever seen in your life. They were hardly there. My eyes were aghast. Put him away, my dear. Put him away. No one wants to see. Or maybe we wants to see a little bit. Oh, I could just imagine it. I'll have to find out where the treasure is soon. Oh, he dodged! Now I'm at this weird position where I've got 14 mana again. A couple of poisonings might go a long way. Oh, I think I poisoned him. No, I didn't. I've been quite unlucky on the status effects. There was a 10% bounty for getting status effects. 10% extra spell damage. Oh, it's there. Well, that's not going to be easy to recover. Might as well. That way we can start recharging the move. And I need to lure these boys away from the treasure tile. Wow, these boys, they really tried. Is that reachable from here? Might be able to get a pit trap kill on these, you know. 301. I know I keep checking the spell book, but I just want to make absolutely sure. You gotta see this game in terms of I don't you know, I'm trying to play here under the auspicions of Iron Man. So when I sit down to record, I'm just gonna accept whatever happens. But there's a part of this game which, you know, I've talked about all episode where you really wanna just min-max every single fight. And I can see why in the communities that play this, like, really hardcore, there's a forum out there, which I'll have to post a link to at some point, maybe make an account there and say that they help me out a lot, just by reading through their tips and stuff, where they do all kinds of crazy things in this game. Like reach 21 without killing any enemies, like I spoke about. I guess they constantly save and reload and understand exactly what every battle is going to entail. I still can't get that yet. Yes, pit trap kill for me. Come on over here, my boy. Arrgh. Fire! I'm just weakening the stacks here so that they cannot, under any circumstances, they cannot cause a casualty. Fire! Of course, the more turns I waste, the more time I have for my repair move to recharge. That's another double turn here. You gotta be really careful with the AI getting double turns. They seem to somehow, sometimes, manipulate the initiative system to get 2 turns. And there seems to be nothing you can do about it. Like, the AI seems to know when it's gonna go first on another turn. And so it immediately then reserves to the last phase. And it gets it. So it presses wait and it always ends up last, then going first. It seems to occasionally happen and there doesn't seem to be much you can do about it. Get the loot. Nice. It's not an insignificant sum of money, I mean, keep getting these. By this point, because you can get the treasure find ability twice. Not that I really have the rage to use the upgraded one, because I think the upgraded one is 7 rage. And with only 10 rage, it would be quite difficult for me to pull it off twice and still win fights. But, you know, in a lot of these runs, people have got multiple levels of the treasure hunt ability and can pull multiple treasures out of every fight as well. And just further min-max their playthrough. And they do all this just for the sheer fun of min-maxing, no other reason. For having the biggest, baddest, most epic hero by min-maxing the bollocks off of it. Blind him! I'll put the hurt on him next turn. Yo-ho! And a bottle of rum. Ah, yes. She had the biggest treasure I'd ever seen. And see it you did, lad. 'Cause she had it on display. Try as you might to avert your eyes, it cannot be done. She had all the booty. There for all to see. Oh, that was a mistake. For you. These were not the droids you were looking for. Well, I haven't taken any casualties, so... What do you know? I've got a spare crushing blow to share with this boy. You gain experience points for the rage that you spend, so I guess getting a way of generating loads of rage is a great way to train your dragon early, but just the converse side of what I was saying before, there are ways, and I've mentioned it, there are ways to really, really cheese the game. I mean, if you want to get into the first fight in the game, and you want to take, you know, some sort of, you know, you want to snipe a load of items and then get, I think there's like mana conversion or something, converts rage into mana, and there's a passive mana regeneration and so on. There are ways of getting infinite rage and mana, and then you can just sit in one fight and farm rage and mana usage until the cows come home. And people do it. People do it. They go into one battle and they absolutely, totally max out their rage award completely. They spend thousands and thousands and thousands of rage in one battle and exit that battle with all of those bonuses in their pocket. And it's like, that's great and everything, but are you having fun? I guess some people are having fun doing that. So there's a lot of depth to the game, and I really like it. But don't take it too far. I don't want to take it too far and make it not fun, which is something you could really easily do. I was just looking here to see if I had a spare pit trap scroll, because that would have been quite helpful. Haste and slow, by the way, are going to be the best way to avoid big deadly stacks later on, when you've got enough mana to really use them. Yoink! Oh! Glory to the robots! Rise of the machines. If we were playing on any other difficulty, we would be the next level by now. But we are playing on, I think it's called impossible difficulty. There is a strange door here. I don't think you can get in without a password. Wrong answer. It's actually a... That's supposed to be making that funny noise all along. Which protects the entrance to the grotto. Right. Anyway, that is going to be largely it for now. I'm just recharging my mana so I don't forget to recharge my mana, because that would be pretty bad. This is probably the next enemy we'll hit. I don't see anything in that makeup there that strikes me as particularly dangerous. Blind the beholder and set the plant on fire, and that should decrease the problem quite significantly. So we're reaching the point now where we can really start cleaning up this island. I don't know how many runes and so on we're gonna get when we level up. But mages receive more magic runes when they level up. So who knows what we can get next. Chaos spells level 3 would actually be pretty nice. Extra mana would also be quite nice. Although what's more important than extra mana is actually the ability to regenerate mana. Mana recovery speed is kind of pointless. I mean, just stand around and wait for it to recover. I know it's boring, but it's not worth spending points to bypass the boredom. This is going to be the real killer. Concentration, allowing you to restore mana during battle, 2 per turn, and that's at level 1. So I can only presume that that gets better and better. Transmute also screams to me as very good, in that it allows you to gain mana off of dying troops. Twice as much with the loss of an ally. Well, it probably won't rely on that too much, but getting a little bit of magic every time you kill somebody could be helpful over the course of a battle. Okay. The strength of the summoning spell and an increase in the abilities of the summoned creatures, plus 15%. Interesting. So you can summon huge balls of throwaway troops. A lot of this stuff just increases mana and intellect, which is going to increase spell power and how often you can cast. But not in a... Basically, putting together a way of having continuous access to magic, i.e. via regeneration, is going to be more important than just having a big deep pocket to reach into for spells. Although, you know, it won't hurt. Okay. That's it for now. Back up to 34 mana. Woohoo! I tell you what, if I was to run any mod on this game, it would be just to set your mana to the maximum amount after each battle, because I you know, it boggles my mind. You would just, surely everybody would just wait until their mana is back before going into the next fight. It seems like a waste of time. I'm looking at the clock here because there is time in this game, and I believe time is measured for score, but I don't think this game is really about speed running as such. Then again, there might be people who do impossible speedruns. Speedruns not my thing. Anyway, that's enough yabber from me. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.